Hello everyone, this is the Underage Trucker. Welcome back to another video today. It's Solar Crown. Now, the reason I say it like that, that was pretty clean. Now, the reason I say it like that is because I have been doing a decent amount of kind of research and just looking around and generally just being a bit of a geek and seeing if I can find any basically good news on Solar Crown to kind of hype me up and keep me motivated for this game. But unfortunately, everything that I've seen so far is kind of pointing in the direction that it's not positive, and actually this game, bro, I'm not gonna lie to you, might be dying. And in order for me to kind of explain my reasonings as to why I think that that might be happening, I do just need to jump out of Solar Crown quickly. I will say, after I've been playing it since that kind of major update with 300 patch fixes, other than the servers being worse, the only thing I have noticed is this meeting point now saves. Okay, so chaps, I would like to draw your attention to Exhibit A, which this graph here that I'm showing you basically shows you the peak player count for TDU basically since its full release, not the early access, the full release, basically to current date. This is actually till yesterday. And what you can see is slightly covered by my webcam, but when the game came out and it peaked, it was just under 4,000 player count. Let me zoom out a little bit, actually. There you go. So it was just under 4,000 concurrent players actually hopped on the game at the same time. And obviously dipped straight away because all the servers were crashing. Right now, if we look at the, kind of 21st to the 23rd, we did see a little small influx of players, jumped up from about kind of 1,900 to about 2,600 concurrent players. And if we look here, that appears to be the sort of time that the server maintenance was complete and the servers are accessible again. So they turned the servers off, they've put them back up, everyone's jumped back on the game, and what they've realized is it's still crap. And unfortunately, since then, I mean, the first major patch was deployed on the 30th, and if you look here, on the 30th, there was another dip, and again, people just realized it didn't fix the game. Most of these people are probably content creators jumping on the game to make the video and then figuring out that it's not working. And then the next spike here, October 2nd, is when the Solar Pass came out, and it still didn't reach 2,000 people as a result of the Solar Pass being released. And that basically brings us to present day. The 7th of October, that was yesterday. Bro, it's barely got over 1,000 people peaking in a day. That's shocking. Now, why is this happening? I mean, we all know that obviously the game is not going well, but why are they not doing anything about it? I mean, they have literally tweeted an hour ago saying that game maintenance is going to be going down tomorrow, which is going to last about 2 hours. So the servers are going to be unplayable again to fix the Solar Pass and live event issues, which don't always appear in-game. Oh, how do you just keep releasing stuff? It stops working. And then you have to put the servers down so no one can play. But no one's playing anyway. Let's just have a quick look at the comments. This game has failed. Would suit your test grind unlimited server down. That's a good one. I'm so happy I didn't waste this money and bought 360 instead. You're valid, bro. I'd give up at this point. We need maintenance for offline. No update L. Like, people aren't happy, bro. Unsurprisingly. If I'm honest, I just don't see the point in them doing loads of server maintenance because no one's going to want to play the game anyway without kind of addressing the fundamental points that this game needs in order for it to not flop. Because don't get me wrong, I still think that we'd basically be in a pretty similar position if the servers and the maintenance and all of this wasn't happening and we didn't have these issues. I still don't think the game would be doing well. But this is really like icing on the cake. Now, as a result of all of this, Nacon are not in the best financial position right now. If you look at kind of what their kind of stock position has looked like over the last, well, I think month would actually be a good point because a month ago is basically when Solar Crown released. And in the past month, it's had a 18% decline, which, I mean, they deserve it, but that is not good for a company. Like back in kind of COVID times, kind of around the sort of time when this game was being teased and released, we were at nearly kind of like €8 and we're at 88 cents. So this French page here points to, I think it's Invest Securities, which is kind of like a French financial company. And there is a statement that was released a few days ago on Solar Crown, but obviously it is in French, so bear with me. Okay, so this is this block of text translated into English, and what it suggests is that a sale of Nacon by Big Ben is now inevitable, which obviously this is posted by Invest Securities. This is what they've been saying. Now, there might be some Google Translate wrongness in this because I did just use Translate, but the commercial failure of the game Test Drive, the umpteenth, will this time have serious consequences. Solar Crown, which obviously was launched last month, has suffered connection problems, even though hundreds of bugs have since been fixed. They keep bringing in new ones. The game risks being a failure, and this is what Invest Securities are worrying about. Because while the management was certainly counting on Test Drive to revalue Nacon and help it refinance its convertible bond, which is maturing in 2026, the game's launch failures, they're going to force it to consider an option that was previously excluded, and that is the sale of the stake in Nacon, which is only valued at 50 million euros. We can read in a note sent to clients of the financial analysis firm, this scenario, while favourable to Nacon, will be much less so for Big Ben, which I think is like the brother company, because then it will basically be, you know, a shell of its former self. Now, obviously, like all games, Solar Crown had a budget, so I'm assuming Nacon have stretched this budget thin, which is why, you know, they've got no room for error. And the quality had to be there. The game had to be good. And, you know, no surprise, the game is clearly not ready, and yet its launch was not delayed. Well, actually, it was delayed by years, but they should have delayed it again. And the haste of finances in this sector is running the video game industry. Now, that is true. Obviously, everything comes down to money, right? So if the investors aren't happy, they're going to be the ones asking the questions and being like, why is everything going up the pisser? Now, if I had to guess the situation that kind of Solar Crown is in at the moment, and, you know, I'm not a financial advisor or anything like that, but I'm assuming that Nacon or KT Racing, or both of them, however it works, they've taken out a fat fuck off loan in order to basically develop this game. They've stretched the budget, you know, all the way. They have no more money left in the pot, and based on how the game looks and how their marketing looks, they must have spent most of it on filming marketing. Now, as a result, they have had no choice but to release this game on this release date because, you know, the pre-order income was clearly not enough. They needed to get all the income from the sale of the game in order to keep themselves afloat so that they can actually, you know, do these updates and shit. But I think the position that they're in now is not as many people as they were expecting bought the game because there was so much negativity around the early access that people held off. Loads of the people who did buy the game have now refunded it, so Nacon haven't got the money. And as a result, they simply do not have the wedge to fix this game. And I don't know whether or not this is something they will do, or if they've considered doing it, or they already have done it. But really, the only other option they have is taking out another loan against the game. But that is just going to shoot themselves in the foot because no doubt they're still paying extortionate interest on the rates for the loan that they got in order to develop the game. And now they're going to have to pay even more interest on a new loan to try and save the game. And if that doesn't work, this game is dead. This game goes down, absolutely no question. So if it was me and my business, I'm thinking, would I want to take that risk of... Because the only way I can save this game is by getting more funding. You cannot save this game without any more budget than what you've got. Like, they need to convert it into an offline-only game. You know, that's a given. And I'm sure on paper it sounds quite easy, but I bet that is no mean feat. So they're going to have to get the budget to turn it offline, add all the other TDU features, and actually turn this into a good game while also ironing out all the bugs that are happening. That is going to be a mission. Guys, let's imagine this is your money and you're the investor. You've seen the launch of Solar Crown. Would you be willing to put your own money into this company and trust that they're going to save the game? And in all honesty, I think the answer is no. And to be honest, in my opinion, that's why I think that, as much as I hate to say it and it pains me so much, but I think this game is going to die. I'm outright saying it. I don't think that this game is going to be saved. And let me just say, of course, I want it to be. I really, 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 really want this game to succeed. I want it to do amazing. Like, I've wanted a third TDU iteration for ages. But look at it from a financial perspective, man. The company's going in the toilet. No one's buying their game. investors aren't stupid enough to throw a load more money at a game that is failing on the off chance that they might get a return. But most likely, you know, they're not going to fix the game. So from an investment point of view, why would you put the money into something that not even the diehard fans have faith in, let alone the investors, right? So what do you expect? I really don't see another outcome. Which, as I say, is genuinely such a shame, because I was so blimmin' excited for this game and I was ready to make so much content on it. But to be honest with you, I've got nothing to make content on. Like, obviously videos like this, yes, but it's hard for me to make content just enjoying the game. And I can do that in any game, bro. Why not Test Drive Unlimited? Why not the game I wanted it to work out the most? And also, why did it have to be Test Drive? Of all the games, you know, there was Cyberpunk, No Man's Sky, they all had terrible launches and they clawed it back. Why did it have to be my beloved TDU franchise that they have to make an example out of and prove? If you do this, your game will fail, you're going to get into crippling debt, and you're going to be begging for 20 cents at the bottom of some dodgy French road. And you deserve it. So anyway, that's kind of my take on the situation at the moment. Feel free to disagree with me. Obviously, you know, this is just purely my opinion. But I really don't think I see this game surviving, unfortunately. And I thought I'd make a quick video just explaining my thoughts as to why I think that. Guys, hopefully you enjoyed this one. Obviously, I'll still be seeing you in the next one, whatever video that may be. Other than that, peace out.